So Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Is anyone here for the first time? Okay, most of you. Welcome to Hare Krishna Valley. This place is called a dham. A dham means a holy place, a spiritual place, a place which has powerful atmosphere, ambience. I don't know if you feel that. Yeah, we can feel that. And this place is, it is Shanti Dham. Shanti means peaceful. And it's Ananda Dham. Ananda means bliss. And it is Kaivalya Dham. Kaivalya Dham means it is a place where there is purity. So it has all of these aspects here at this place. It's a special place, a powerful place. And today is a special day. It is a powerful day. It is the day of the full moon. In Sanskrit, the full moon is called Purnima. Purnima means complete. So it is a day when the moon is complete, very powerful day. And it is a day called Gaura Purnima. And Gaura means golden. So in our theology, in our lineage, in our tradition, we demark or we see God as a bluish cowherd boy, whose name is
Krishna.
Anyone remember his name? What was the name of that boy, the bluish cowherd? Krishna. So his name is Krishna. The word Krishna means one who is attractive to everyone. In other words, all attractive. By definition, the Supreme Person must be attractive to every person. Is there anyone you know who is attractive to everyone? No, except Krishna. He's attractive to everyone. Everyone is attracted to him. So, although he is the Supreme Person, he is God, according to our understanding. He is the Supreme Entity. But, and although everyone loves him and worships him and serves him, but still, when you receive something, the person who gives you the gift receives more pleasure than you do by receiving the gift. The giver gets more than the receiver. So even though he is the Supreme and he gets everything, he still feels that he is not complete. He doesn't experience the highest pleasure because he is not the giver, he is the receiver. So then he thinks to himself, I want to experience what the giver gives. So you see in the picture at the back, you'll see there's a girl who's next to Krishna. They're feeding the peacock together. Does anyone know her name? She is the supreme goddess. Her name is Radha. Radha, Rani. Rani means queen. Queen Radha. She is the person who loves him the most. So she gives him the most love, the most service, the most affection. But she receives more pleasure than he does. So even though he is the original person, but he sees that she has a greater experience than what he does, and he wants to experience that. He wants to experience what she has. So therefore he takes her complexion and her mood. So her mood of giving and her golden complexion. Normally Krishna is bluish. The color is called sham. Sham means like blackish blue, like a monsoon cloud, a rain cloud. But he takes her complexion is golden. She's named as Gauri. And Gauri means golden. So he takes her complexion and he becomes Gaura or Gauranga. So today is the appearance day of Lord Gauranga, or Lord Chaitanya, who is, in our understanding, is God himself, is Krishna himself, who appeared on earth 5,000 years ago. He came again 500 years ago in Bengal. You can go to the place now. We're actually building the biggest Hindu temple in the world there right now. It's about as big as have you seen the Vatican? Anyone seen the Vatican? You know the Vatican, it's huge, massive. It's about that size. It's also a dome. Actually, I think, is the dome bigger than the Vatican? Yeah, I think it's the biggest dome on the planet we're building at the moment. They haven't built a dome this big for hundreds of years, so huge. If you go in the back room, the table tennis room, you'll see there's a picture on the wall of the temple. It's like a Colosseum kind of thing, massive temple. So 500 years ago, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Gauranga, God himself appeared on earth in the mood of a devotee of God to teach us how we can devote ourselves to the Supreme Entity. So God himself teaching how to serve God. Is everyone following? Haven't lost anyone? It's a little esoteric, but I think everyone's following. We've got a very enlightened audience. I'm trying to explain in a very simple terms so we all grasp the concept. He appeared in a place called Navadvip, Mayapur, which is on the bank of the Ganges River, the holy river in India. Has anyone been to the Ganges? No, haven't been to the Ganges. So it's a holy river. It has like a spiritual power. They actually say that river runs from the spiritual sky, heaven. It actually comes from the spiritual world. It comes into this world and flows through. And anyone who bathes in it, it says that person will attain enlightenment just by bathing in the water. Very powerful experience. I spend a lot of time in the Ganges when I go to India every year. We just float. We go upstream, jump in, float down about half a kilometre, then jump out, go back upstream, jump in, float down. Good way. I run a tour of India, a tour to India every November. KrishnastourOfIndia.com.au. That's a commercial break. So if you'd like to come to India and experience like a Hare Krishna tour of India, our sacred sites, then just contact me. We go every November. So at that place on the bank of the Ganges, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. The day he appeared 500 years ago in 1486 in the Christian calendar, it was a lunar eclipse. Tonight you'll see the moon is perfectly round, perfectly full. So it was a complete eclipse of the moon at that time. So in India, that is considered inauspicious. When the moon is eclipsed, has anyone been to India? Yeah. Is anyone from India? You're from India? Yeah. So when I first went to India, one thing I noticed is that there's always people around all the time. Even 1 o'clock in the morning, there's people walking around. I don't know what they're doing, but they're just walking around. You never get a time when there's no one around. Even 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, there's people everywhere. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's for, but that's how it is. There's always people somewhere. But I was there one time during an eclipse, and it was the only time I've ever seen the place was dead, quiet. There was no one on the streets. Because during the time of the eclipse, the light is considered inauspicious. So if that light touches you, it's considered, it will bring misfortune. So everyone in India, they go inside. In the West, we all go out and watch the eclipse. And we wonder why our lives are a bit all over the place. Oh wow, it's an eclipse. Whereas in India, they have some knowledge, so they hide from the eclipse. And then after the eclipse, it's interesting, everyone goes outside and they get water and they throw water everywhere, literally every square inch of the courtyard. Any clothes which are hanging outside, they wash them again. Everything's considered contaminated by the light, inauspicious light. So at that time, Lord Chaitanya appeared. So one may question, why would he appear at such a negative time? Because what people do during the negative, to counteract the negative influence of the eclipse, everyone hops into the Ganges at that time. So people go into the Ganges up to their necks, and everyone chants, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It says when you chant that mantra, we were chanting that mantra just before, it says when that mantra is chanted, all inauspiciousness disappears. All negative energy dissipates by the power of that sound, that mantra. So when we're chanting, there is no inauspicious energy. Everything is dissipated far away. Did anyone feel like that when we were chanting before? Did you feel there's any negativity? The universe had all disappeared?
No way.
No way. So enthusiastic, these guys. No way. You get rid of that inauspiciousness. Yeah. So it is said that if one chants, in the ancient teachings, it actually says Kirtanyaha Sadahari. The instruction that Lord Chaitanya actually gave when he came to earth 5,000 years ago, he said, always chant that Hare Krishna mantra. Always chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Sada means always, continuously. In other words, do it every day. And you'll find that if you're doing that, there's no inauspiciousness in your life. All the negative energy, it dissipates by the power of that mantra. So, at the time that he appeared, everyone was in the Ganges and everyone was chanting. So it became the most auspicious atmosphere. So that is the basic teaching which Lord Chaitanya gives, which God gives when he comes to this earth. This earth is a place of trouble. In the Bhagavad Gita, has anyone heard of the Bhagavad Gita? Holy book from India. Yeah. Spoken by Krishna himself 5,000 years ago when he came to earth. He says in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, this world is Dukkalayam Ashashvatam. Just like in India we have a place called Himalaya. Laya means like a place. Himalaya. Dukkalaya. Dukkha. Anyone knows this word in Sanskrit? Dukkha. Distress. Yeah, very good. Distress. What else? Constricted. Yeah, good. Misery. Suffering. All the good stuff we have in this world. Right? Anxiety. Anyone know what I'm talking about here tonight?
Yes.
You've seen it before, once or twice in this world? Yeah. So this world is Dukkalaya. It's a place of misery. If you're not experiencing misery, then just wait. It's just around the corner. Just around the corner.com.au. Guaranteed. Not possible to be completely happy in this world. There is another world where you can be completely happy, but in this world it's Dukkalaya. Always misery is there. And it is called Ashashvatam. Ashashvatam means?
Temporary.
Very good. Temporary. It is temporary. Everything is temporary. What can last forever in this world? This watch will disappear in due course of time. It will, my body will disappear in due course of time. Everything disappears. It is Ashashvatam. Everything is temporary, and there is a lot of misery. So what do we do about it? Is there a solution? Is there hope? My friends, I ask you today, what can we do about this formidable situation? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came into this world and he taught us, you just chant the Hare Krishna mantra. And all of the inauspiciousness, Kale Dosha Nidhi Rajan, Dosha Nidhi. Dosha means faults, Nidhi means an ocean. This world is an ocean of faults. I don't want to depress you all. Some people are giving me the look like. It is an ocean of faults, but Asti Heko Mahanguna. Eka means one. If you go to India, Ek Rupi, Ek. So Eka means one. Here, Mahan Guna, there's one good quality. Even though there's so many problems in this world, but there's one good quality. Kirtanat Eva Krishnasya. If you chant the name of Krishna, the Hare Krishna mantra, Mukta Sangha. Mukta means liberation. Mukta Sangha. You will be taken out of this world of birth and death, of suffering. And Param Vrajet. You will go to the supreme destination. Param means the highest place. So that is the benefit of chanting. So it sounds a little simple. One problem with this world we're in, this age we're in now is called Kali Yuga, which means the dark age. It's a very dark time at this point in time. So one thing which people lack in this world at this point in time is faith, simplicity. People overcomplicate things. Have you noticed that? Has anyone got a computer?
No.
No one's got one? Okay, no problem. That's good. I'm very, very proud to meet all of you. If you don't have computers, you're my kind of people. So I've got a computer. By default, I have to, because you need to in this world, or I need to in this world to communicate and so forth. But they keep updating it. Microsoft update it all the time. And honestly, it just complicates everything. Then you got to relearn the next thing, and it's like, you know, and I wrote a letter to email to Bill Gates the other day. I said, Bill.
True.
I said, Hare Krishna, Bill. I said, what are you doing? It was, you know, Microsoft 7 was fine. Windows 7 was fine. Now we're up to Windows 10 plus special editions. Like, what for? It was all running fine. But they just have to complicate everything in this world. So we all become very complicated in this world. And because we are complicated, when something very simple comes in front of us, we question it, we doubt it. Some people. But the intelligent ones don't. It says in the ancient teachings, if you're a Sumeda, Sumeda means you have good intelligence. The problem is these days people are too complicated. Everything's got to be very complicated. But if you have good intelligence, just very simple, you can accept a very simple thing. We have a problem and we have a remedy to a problem, and it's very easy to solve. We just have to do a bit of chanting and everything dissipates. So I accept this myself. I've accepted this for many years. And I find that it works. I find that when I chant, my life's okay. And when I don't chant, things become a little complicated. So it's a very simple form. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared on this day 500 and so years ago. 1486, what would that make it?
So it's 531.
531. So 531 years ago, in a holy place in Mayapur, he appeared at that time. So it's a basic introduction on the day and what we're doing here today. Does anyone have any questions about what we've discussed, what we've talked about? Or anything at all that you'd like to ask?
Well, I've got a Turkish son-in-law. When
Turkish.
he comes to live in Geelong, he goes to me, where's all the people? And then he said to me, have a look at the Australian faces. They're not smiling.
Yeah, and Australia is said to be the most livable place on the planet. Every year Melbourne wins the most livable city on the planet, but the Turkish people say we don't smile. We live in the best city on the planet, apparently, and we don't smile.
Where are my shoes?
So there's something wrong with us. That's why I live here. The people smile here. Have you noticed the people smile? That's our job description, we have to smile. Be blissful all the time. That's what my boss tells me. Be blissful all the time. We're trying our best. Any other questions? Yeah.
If you haven't been a Christian before, then if you come to the Christian church,
Yeah.
how do you become purified before you come?
How do you come pure right before you come?
Yeah, like you don't want someone impure to come in impure, is that right? Or do you want? I don't understand. Like when
We don't want
how do you
anyone-
become pure.
We don't want anyone impure coming here
Yeah.
and contaminating our
Yeah.
holy consciousness.
Yes.
Yeah, so the prerequisite if you want to come here, first you have to go to India and bathe in the Ganges.
Oh really?
Just tricking. No, you just have to bathe in the Yarra.
That's straight.
Yeah,
It's full. You can count.
or in Geelong you just bathe in the Barwon. Or at least in the creek as you come in over the bridge, just jump in the creek and then... No, everyone in the world is impure.
Yeah.
All of us are impure. Only to different degrees, that's all. Pure souls, Amala Bhaktas, or pure soul, they're very rare. Like Prabhupada, the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, he was a pure soul. No material desire in the consciousness. That's rare. He came from heaven, the kingdom of God, Krishna's world, here to teach us. Same as Jesus and all the great teachers. They all came from that world. But those of us who are already in this world, we used to be in that world, but then we needed a bit of space. So we said to Krishna one day, I need a bit of my own space. He said, yeah, no problem, have a world. And so then we all took birth here. But he said, oh, by the way, it's Dukhalayam Ashashvatam. Full of misery and it's temporary. But enjoy yourself. So we all came here. Right? And we're trying to be our own little gods, the center of the universe. It's all about us. It's all about our pleasure. That's why we're here. If you look at the motivation of what we're here for, that's the root of it. So all of us are impure. But now, in the ancient teachings, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya, he says, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Cheto Darpana Marjanam means to cleanse your consciousness, your chitta. Chitta means your consciousness. By chanting, the consciousness becomes cleansed. So before you come here, do some chanting. And when you get here, do some chanting. And when you leave, yeah, that's our message today.
Well,
Chant.
we might have to stay here.
What's that?
I said we might have to stay here.
We've got plenty of room. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you just have to wash the dishes, that's all.
It's fine. I'm
You're
good at doing that.
Yeah, you're good.
And learn how to cook halibut and custard.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, madam.
Just to clarify,
Yeah.
something said, can you become mukti in this lifetime, or is that once you've left this life? Is it possible?
To become more pure or
Yeah, well,
more
liberation
clean.
in this lifetime.
To attain liberation? Yeah, yeah. That is called Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta means when the soul becomes liberated from the identification with the body and the mind. Just like when the coconut is ripe, you pick the coconut up and you rattle it, and it's become disconnected from the outer surface. So the coconut on the inside, because it's ripe, it's ready, then it becomes disconnected. So it's in there, but it's become, so even though our soul may be in the body, we can, if we work hard and become pure, we can become detached from the ego, from the mind, from the gross identification of the gross body, and identify with our spiritual form in which we serve Krishna eternally. So that is possible. But it's not easy. I've been doing it now for a while, and when I started I thought, yeah, it'll take a couple of years. Yeah, I really thought that. I thought, yeah, a couple of years I'll be enlightened. But the longer I do it now, the more I realize like the depth of the journey, or how monumental the entire thing actually is. To attain that level of consciousness, complete purity, complete selfless surrender and love for God and Krishna, devoid of any sense of personal motivation in what we do. If you look at everything we do, there's always some motivation in there, some selfish desire in there. Everything we do it, but in the back of the mind there's always, but what will I get from this? Or we have that kind of consciousness. So pure service means anyabilashita. Anyabilashita means free from desire. Desires are there, but only pure desire just for the service of Krishna, the pleasure of Krishna. So it is possible, but it's not so easy and takes practice. But sadhana means practice, just same as in yoga. You practice, you get better at it. So same with our devotion. We have defects, we make mistakes. And, sometimes I make mistakes and I regret it, but then I try to improve myself and reapply myself to the situation. So. Good. Any other question? Oh. Yes, sir.
Can you elaborate a little bit on mercy?
Mercy?
As in what we're talking about, like we're trying to, lust, anger and greed just lives in the mind, but also there's the mercy of the devotees and the mercy of Guru and the mercy. So how does that apply? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's very good. So there are two things. First thing we need to work out in life is what is our priority, what is our goal? Just like if I ask you, what is your goal in life? What will you say? Anyone?
To be a mum.
To be a mum? Yeah.
Find love and have a family.
To find love, have a family? Yeah.
To be happy.
To be happy? Very good. Very good. Any other goals?
Be healthy.
Healthy.
No harm.
What was that?
To cause no harm.
To cause no harm. Very good. Ahimsa. Very good. Any other goals?
To be enlightened.
Very good. To be enlightened. Yeah. According to the ancient teachings, the Bhagavad Gita, the greatest goal is to attain self-realization, or pure God consciousness, or Krishna consciousness. That's the highest goal. We have so many other goals along the way, but that is said to be the Paramgati, or the supreme goal that we're looking for. So, first of all, we have to work out what is our goal, and then we have to put endeavor into the goal. Just like, does anyone here have a degree? You have a degree? Some people have degrees. Yeah. So, you become a yoga teacher, or a community development worker, or a lawyer, or a doctor, or a yoga teacher, or a teacher. It takes endeavor. You have to apply yourself to get the goal. So in spiritual life, it takes the most devotion, it takes the most application, it takes the most endeavor to achieve the goal. So there's a story given in the Bhagavad Gita, in the ancient teachings. There was once a sparrow, a little bird, and the ocean stole the eggs. And the sparrow laid its eggs on the shore of the ocean, and the ocean took the eggs. So the sparrow was very upset. So she came, and said, "Give me back the eggs." And the ocean said, "Go away." And the sparrow said, "No, you give back the eggs now." And the ocean said, "Well, what will you do?" And the sparrow said, "I will drink you up." The ocean said, "Go ahead." So the sparrow started taking one drop from the ocean, taking it to the land, just taking the drops. So in other words, it was an impossible task. How long was it going to take for the sparrow to empty the ocean? It's not possible. But then what happened is that in the bird kingdom, the news got out that the sparrow was trying to empty the ocean. So all the birds started talking to each other. And then finally it went to the head bird. And what is the name of the head bird?
Garuda.
And his name is Garuda. Have you seen in Indonesia, they have Garuda Airlines? Have you been to Bali? Garuda, everywhere. The big half eagle, half man. He's the king of the birds. In India, he's out the front of most temples, the Garuda Stamba, the pillar of Garuda. So he is the king of the birds. So he flew down and stood next to the sparrow, and he said to the ocean, "I think we have a problem." And the ocean said, "What is the problem?" He said, "I think you've taken some eggs that don't belong to you." He said, "If you don't give the eggs back now, I'll drink you in one gulp." So suddenly, the eggs appeared. Right? And then Garuda took the eggs, gave them back to the sparrow. He said to the ocean, "Don't do that again. Otherwise, if I have to come again, I'll take it all." So the point is, by our own endeavor, we can only attain so much. But when you endeavor, you attract the mercy or the attention of a higher entity. So ultimately, we rely on the mercy of God, Krishna. We endeavor, and then he will assist, and by his assistance, maybe the gap which we cannot close, he can fill that for us. So Prabhupada, who's the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, one time he said we only have to become 70% pure. And he said, Krishna will take care of the rest. Because it's hard to become 100%. I've been trying for a long time to become 100%, and I don't know where I'm at. I think I'm at about 3%. So 70 is, I've got to do 70 before I die. So it's like a bit of work. But if we can get to at least 70, then Krishna may step in and help. So. Is that okay?
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Any other question? Everyone has attained enlightenment. Yes, madam.
When can you chant? Anywhere or?
When can we chant? Anywhere, anytime? Yeah. It says there is no hard and fast rules for chanting. You can chant any place, any time. Just like in the shower. We all sing something in the shower. Do you sing in the shower? Yeah. What do you sing? Sing your Bon Jovi songs or something? Huh? Whoa. Yeah. Whatever you sing in the shower. But then chant Hare Krishna. Do like that. You can do it anytime. There are no hard and fast rules for chanting. So it means any time, any place. Because why do we chant? This is the interesting question. Why do we chant? What's the point? Everyone was doing it before. Why are we doing it?
To make you happy.
Very good. That's the beginning.
Right.
But then we build upon it. Why do we chant? Ultimately.
Be in the moment. To worship Krishna.
To be in the moment. Good. Yeah. That's good. That's building on it. Further. Yeah. What did you say?
Nothing.
No, you said something very...
I said to worship Krishna.
To worship Krishna. Very good. Yeah. That's getting very close to the goal. So we're chanting because we want to become Krishna conscious of Krishna. Just like if I say your name, someone I know, if I say Jack, or Fred, or Atulya, or Teshika, or George, or Mahalakshmi, all my friends which are here, if I say your name, Ari, as soon as I say the name, then the image of the person comes into my consciousness. I become conscious of the person. So we chant Hare Krishna, become conscious of Krishna. Now, when is the most important moment of our life to be conscious of Krishna?
When you're praying.
When you're praying, yeah, good. But there's one moment in particular which is highly significant in our life where it might be very beneficial to chant.
Moment of death.
Very good. The moment of death. There's one thing we've all got in common. Well, two things. Right? We all get taxed. And we all die. Like that. We're all in the same club. There's one club. And it's interesting because the people who live on higher planets in this universe, according to our teachings, the ancient teachings, every planet is civilized. Every star that we see at night has a civilization on it. Not just this planet. Although modern science tells us the opposite. We're the only ones who are evolved and all the others are catching up to us. But our philosophy says something quite different. The higher planets, where the beings are more evolved, they look down at this planet, and the name they have for this planet, from their perspective, is called Marcha Loka, which means the place of death. Because we don't live very long compared to them. They live a long life. Down here we live like 100 max. If you live for 100, the Queen will send you a letter and say congratulations. So we don't live very long down here. So if you remember at the time of death, at that moment, if you chant Hare Krishna, if you're conscious of Krishna, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Yam Yam Vapi Smaram Bhavam. Smara means whatever you remember. If you remember him at the time of death, you can go to him immediately. You can leave this world and go back to the spiritual world. So all of us will have that moment that will come at some point in time. You may have some test runs also. Anyone had any test runs? Near-death experiences? Anyone had? Yeah, 1, 2. Plenty. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you ride a motorbike, right? Yeah, you must be having them every day. Yeah, I had a near-death one. I was in New Zealand a few years ago, and the car I was in hit black ice and became like a roller skating, it became like an ice skating rink. The car just kind of went off the road, 80 kilometres an hour. Like that. I don't remember. I got a concussion, so I don't remember the accident. But the person I was sitting with, I asked them, I said, what did I do? Because that was it. I think at that time. I don't remember, but I think I would have thought, well, this is probably it. You know, as we crashed off the road. They had to cut me out of the car and then fly me by helicopter to the hospital. And I don't remember any of it. I just remember waking up in the hospital. I said, what happened? They said, you're in a car accident. I said, oh, okay. So that was my near-death experience, my test run. So I said to the person I was in the car, I said, what did I do? They said, you said Krishna, 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 Krishna. And I was pretty happy about that. I thought, well, that's pretty far out. It means all these, you know, this strange haircut and these bed sheets that I wear dancing up and down Swanston Street, it's paid off. Because my practice, because I do it every day, then at the right time it's there. And then you can transcend. So it's an insurance policy. And it says actually in the ancient teaching, it says that if you become somewhat pure, a number of generations of your family also get moksha or liberation. So my mother always says to me, keep doing what you're doing. You're the family insurance policy. And that's so I keep doing what I'm doing. Is that okay? Yeah. Any other question?
Yeah, why do you sit down to cross-legged to eat on the ground?
Why do we sit down cross-legged to eat? Yeah. A few reasons. Our tradition comes from India, and India's the second most populated place on the earth. There's 1.1 billion people in that space, and it would seem to me that if they had to build chairs for everyone to sit down and have dinner, it's a lot of work. So, and also out of simplicity, because our philosophy is simplicity. So we live, you know, when you went to my house yesterday, we had a little tour. So you might as well, we just sit down, like we have dinner, we just sit on the floor, we just put a sheet on the floor, it's a pillow, and we just sit down like we do in the, like in there. So it also creates a sense of simplicity, which is also good for the consciousness. According to Ayurveda, the ancient teachings of health, it says when you're sitting in this posture and you're eating or meditating, it says it's also very good for health, harnessing the energies within the body. You know, when you sit like this, then it's easy to concentrate. You notice as soon as you go out of this posture, for example, you go like that, concentration automatically drops. You'll see the mind actually relaxes in other postures. That's why in meditation, you'll always see people like that, because in this posture, it aligns the bodies in a particular, the chakras and the energy within the body in a particular way to make the mind more focused. It also mentions when you're eating, if you're eating sitting in this posture, it's good for the health and the integration of the nourishment into the system also. So there's a few reasons why. So. Is it okay? Yeah. Good question. Any other questions?
Also good exercise for your body and keeps your joints fit as well.
Yeah. It means you can practice yoga without just eat dinner, but you're having yoga at the same time. Yeah, that's good. Any other questions? Okay. So I'll just speak a little bit more about what's coming up in the next month or two at Hare Krishna Valley. We have a few big events. Actually, our biggest event of the year is called the Festival of Colours. In India, we call that Holi. This is the time when we throw colours all over each other. In India, the day which they call Holi is actually today. So traditionally, you'll see in India on this particular day, they throw colours. Have you seen? Like the festival? You might see it on the internet if you haven't experienced. Everyone throws colours. So it's considered a great celebration. So we wanted to have it around this time, but for different reasons, with our local shire and so forth, we could not arrange it for this time. So the date which we've arranged with our local government is to have it on April the 9th. So we'll be having it at Barwon Park Mansion, which is just in Winchelsea. There's a beautiful mansion there, historical mansion. It was built by Jane Austen, who is the Austin Hospital in Melbourne. Yeah. So she built that over 100 years ago. They were very wealthy landowners, and they lived in a beautiful mansion. So at the mansion, we're going to have the Colour Festival. It's quite a nice backdrop for the festival. So we're planning on April the 9th, so we invite all of you and your friends, please come. I'd love to throw colour on
I'm
you.
actually going to back home.
You'll be on there?
Yes.
Okay, I'll look for you.
Yeah, I saw the pamphlet out there and I thought, oh, I'd be interested in.
Yeah,
And I love that mansion.
Yeah, it's
beautiful
beautiful.
mansion.
yeah,
So,
ideal location, beautiful day. So you're all invited to come. We also have a vegan and bhakti yoga cooking retreat where we teach yoga and vegan cooking, vegetarian cooking. That's at the end of April also. And we're just in the... Yeah. And we also have several other yoga retreats, one which we're just working on the date. We should have that worked out today, which will be primarily yoga and a lot of kirtan and bhakti philosophy and like that. So just look at our website, or leave your email address in the shop, and then we'll let you know when the different retreats are coming up. So this is your home, you're our family, we're your crazy cousins. You can come here anytime you want. The doors are always open. Feel welcome here. Even if we're a bit crazy, our food's good. So you can put up with us, because at least the food's good. Not there. But actually, this place is special. Everyone here is protected. There's always peace here, harmony, because the animals are respected, the people are respected, people are protected. So it has a special energy. So take advantage of it. Come here whenever you want. We're happy to look after you. So if anyone is hungry, then we'll have a feast, which we're prepared for everyone. It'll just be a few minutes away. We'll just line up. We'll just work out if we're having it outside or inside. Do you want to sit outside or inside today? Hands up for outside. Hands up for inside. Okay, the outsides have it. So we'll have an outside feast today. So we'll just set things up and give us a few minutes, and then please come out. Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming. Please come again.